Welcome, everybody. I am super delighted to be doing this session. We are going to listen to a really beautiful recording of Vaidya on detox, where he somehow manages to put in all the important aspects of detox. They're such deep concepts, and yet he manages to put it all into 1 hour and it flows through so nice and easy. I've listened to the talk again. He gave that talk in 2009 at the Prana Center, and I was there. I've heard the talk, but I've been rediscovering the talk. I've listened to it at least 2 to 3 times the past couple of weeks, and it's just, I keep hearing something new every single time. And that's why I know that many of you have also been with Vaidya, have learned his knowledge, but you will also discover something new. And for those of you who are completely new to this knowledge, I promise you, you are going to be just as delighted to discover new things, to discover simple things, but also very deep, powerful things. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the recording. It's an audio recording, and I made a very simple PowerPoint to go with it, just with some titles to keep us on track in case we get distracted. And then when we are done, we'll open the floor and you can ask any questions. And then we'll hear from some of our teachers, our all-time pioneering SVA educators, Maxine, Ruzika, Donalda Fredine, Elizabeth, and Carol, who have been helping me and who are going to be helping me actually offer the detox course for 8 weeks, starting April 15th. But we can chat more about that later on. And if you do have to leave a little early, we are recording this call, so you'll be able to catch it. We'll send you the link to it. And you can also ask questions during the call by typing in your questions in the chat box. And I believe if you do not have any questions now, I'll just go ahead and get started with our recording and the PowerPoint. So let me share my screen.
Can you mute everybody before?
Yes, thank you for the reminder, Donalda. I will. Can everybody see this? I'll go here. Can you see my screen?
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. And then let me go back and mute everybody. Oh, it looks like I have to stop the share. I lost my mouse. I just love technology.
Practicing the pre-Buddhist
wait,
era.
Vaidya, wait for us. Oh my goodness, hold on just a sec. Oopsies. Okay, where did my screen go?
We can see the screen, Melina.
I'm just trying to mute everybody before I can. Okay, Irina just came in. I guess, let me see. Okay, here, there's a few people who are not. Can you all mute yourselves?
Yeah.
So that. Okay, everybody. Okay, here we go. I'm doing it manually, one by one. Okay, wonderful. And you can see my screen, yes, Elizabeth? And I am going to play Vaidya. on here.
And the mission of the foundation is to create
Oopsies, that's not the one.
Practicing the pre-Buddhist era.
Okay, just a quick note that this is the recording of Vaidya, and it does start as if it's not from the very beginning. We just missed a minute or so of him, but it starts from here. So I'm starting it now.
Era Ayurveda.
I'll start it again.
Practicing the pre-Buddhist era Ayurveda. Somehow in my personal lineage, my personal family, they never liked that heavy metals introduction to the purity of Ayurveda. That's why you might have hearing whenever you are introducing yourself as a Ayurvedic practitioner, people are asking, how much heavy metal do you use? You know that, you must know that in India, it's illegal to add lead, arsenic, mercury in a formulations, and a lot of formulations are being sold illegally there. We study in the Ayurvedic college, in the Ayurvedic university, nothing illegal about it. If you talk against heavy metal, I will be in trouble there. Because that's legal thing. If I'm saying I'm anti-heavy metal, I'm talking something illegal, yes. So that's the difference, main difference. And then that's why I'm introducing myself, because you will see 4 kinds of toxins, yes. I don't think that any other lineage is talking 4 kinds of toxins. Ama Visha, Gar Visha, and Indra Bhadra Vijanya Visha. Visha means toxins. So when you see this slide, 4 kinds of toxins, you will say, who knows what is talking about Gar Visha, from where you got this knowledge? Believe me, all the knowledge is there in Charak Samhita. It's a matter of what you are practicing. Why people are not talking about Garvisha there is a reason behind it. It's not that this is not meant that they don't know it. They know it. But they are not talking about it. You know why? Because all those heavy metals are Garvisha. All those heavy metals, why they use that? They use heavy metals because it's the fastest vehicle. You put mercury in anything, mercury's molecules are traveling in the body so fast. Any herb you put with mercury, it goes to the DNA like a fastest, supersonic jet. And you see the results. Big line of the patients, less work to make the medicine, because what we do, we preserve prana. We preserve prana of the herb. That's why we are talking about prana. And you will see the new definition of prana also in our lineage. So whole process of preserving the Soma, Agni and Marut is there right from the collection of the herb. Collecting the herb from the right season, from the right source, when it is ripening, all those things. Because if there is no prana, I cannot make these transdermal creams, because what is there? Prana is there. All my nectar drops, or even your food, even the turmeric which we sell, main thing we do, preserve the prana, not going through the heavy chemical treatment, and So that's the difference between Sakavansi Ayurveda and contemporary Ayurveda. That's why you see here the four kind of toxins. Amavisha, Garvisha, and Indra Bhadra Vijanya Visha. If you want to detox yourself First, you have to know about toxins. Either you want to prevent yourself from the toxins, first you have to know the culprits out there. You want to prevent, first you have to know what culprits are there. And what, first you know them, then how they enter to your body. Routes. And then, when you will know how they enter, first you have to know, first the four kind of toxins, first is the ama. What is ama? We make ama every day. Whenever you are eating or drinking something, you are not able to digest 100%. The whole logic of Agni, whole logic of digestive fire, metabolic fire, cellular fire, fire in the liver. Ayurveda talks about all kinds of fire. All fire, the digestive fire of the stomach, 5 fire is there in the liver, 7 fire is there, the seven tissue, and then another, the Agni is there. So all the fire has to be in balance. If any of the fire, if any of the level of metabolism or digestion is not good, not 100%, then what you do? You make semi-digested material, semi-cooked material, semi-metabolized material, semi-assimilated material. That is called ama. Ama itself is not reactive in nature. You have to see why there is ama and ama visha. Ama itself is not reactive in nature. It's just a dull molecule, which is just clogging the channels, sitting on the physical channel, and clogging the channel. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't create any holes or any reaction. But just by clogging the channel, when it happens, you feel stiff, you feel dull, you feel fatigue. Whenever you're eating any food and you feel fatigue, means you made ama. Simple. It should not be like that. After eating your food, you should feel fresh, you should feel better. I read once in the newspaper that 70% Americans has post-lunch fatigue. And they think it's normal. It's not normal. There should not be fatigue. Means you're making ama there. And then what happens? If you have not done anything about that ama, you have not increased your metabolic fire by spices, if you have not increased your digestive fire, if you have not increased your cellular fire, then that sitting ama there, it becomes toxic, fermented free radicals. Yes, those are the free radicals. And that we call ama visha. Then it becomes reactive in nature, very reactive in nature. It starts to damage the cell, it starts to damage the DNA. Why you have to know both? Because mode of treatment is different. That's why there is a classification. There's a reason behind it. For ama, you need hot treatment. Yes, giving you side by side. For ama, you need green chilies, black pepper, ginger, hot ginger tea. Just burn them off. They are safe to burn. But if there is a ama visha there, because they are reactive in nature, they are hot already. If you will do the hot treatment with ama visha, then you will have detox crisis. Dry mouth, eruptions, burning sensations, nausea. For that, what you have to do? Either if there is too much ama visha, cool treatment, or marga. Not too hot, not too cool. And then you have to bind those free radicals. You cannot just eliminate them. You have to bind them. Because wherever that reactive toxin will go in a physical channel, what they will do? They will inflame your physical channel. They will inflame, they can rupture also if there are too many. So you have to bind them with this, like a slippery elm or marshmallow root or eating taro root, slimy things. Eating okra, barley, tapioca, bind them. But if the Garvisha is, what is Garvisha? All environmental toxins. I made a special Garvisha tea. All environmental toxins from toothpaste, foaming agent and parabens in the toothpaste, toxins in the soap, toxins in the shampoo, toxins in your eyeliner, toxin in your makeup, toxin in your lipstick, toxin in your food, artificial color, toxins in your perfume, artificial scent. And if you research on those chemicals, those additives, and those synthetic preservatives, it's out there. So many websites are there. I'm not just saying first time. And a lot of time you don't have even control. The garbicide everywhere, in the fume, in the highway, in the painting, in the carpet. So what we have to do? Identify them, try to avoid them as much as possible. Try to use all pure things. Options are available. Try to avoid them. But it is very difficult to avoid, so then what to do? You have to follow this, some detox recipe, some detox diet, some detox tea. So this is Garvisha. When I was dictating about the Garvisha tea, my divine wife and my student always raises the valid questions. Says, Ayurveda has been written thousands of years. There was no xenobiotics there. How they knew about it?
Yeah, no chemicals.
There was no chemicals. Yes? So that's the beauty of the lineage, that if you follow the lineage, if your own father is guru and giving you the whole, because I had the same question. My karma is coming back. I had the same question. For how these Garbisa knowledge, because I studied in a village, yes. My college was in city, but my father was in a village when there was no electricity there. Forget about any Garvisha. Because all the bad minerals, slow poisoned insects, always there. Slowly poisoning herbs are there. So that's how the concept of Garvisha came from there. Gar means slow, Visha means poison, slow poison. And then the fourth one is Indra Bajra Vijanya Visha. Electromagnetic radiation and electromagnetic frequency. I had a serious question about this. When I first figured out that something, I always share that how this came to me. It sounds like I made up something. So I was seeing patient in 92, 91 in London. First time I went from my village to that huge city. I learned my pulse diagnosis with my father for 7 years. So I saw in almost everybody some odd vibration there in the pulse. You're traveling, seeing 20, 25 people every day. My father was still in the body, and I called him. He was in Ranchi. I told, I am seeing almost in everybody some odd vibrational rhythm which is trying to break all the gaps in the pulse. He says, try to find out what is there which was not there in our village while I was teaching you, because there has to be case to teach you that. Then I meditated on this, and oh my God, my village didn't have electricity, and here electricity is bombarded even in 91. I told, that's electricity here. Then, it's Indra Bhadra Vijanya Visha. I told, what? I never heard of that. Then you refer from Sutrut Samhita, it's there. And we have seen some cases here. When the thunderstorm comes, lightning was coming in our monsoon season. And due to lightning, people dies when it falls on them, and cattle, and on almost all family members, they get, bad vibes. And he says, follow the same protocol, what we have done on those patients. 100% same protocol. What we have been doing that, bury them up to here in the clay. And it helps right away. Lie down, hug the tree. That's why we were telling them, hug trees. And for days, they were sitting under the tree and hugging the tree, getting better. The socks, the socks. So then, exactly I start to give that kind of recommendation. Hugging trees, drink more water, lie down near ocean, or just fresh clay, walk barefoot. Same thing. When I started to practice here in Northern California, all those EMF people, computer, working too much on computer, I gave them the same protocol and it was working. So this is also not a new for Ayurveda. There is a mention about that Indra Bhadra Vijanya Visha. Indra means we believe in God. Indra, he has a Bajra, the thunderbolt. And whenever he's angry, he throws. That's why the name is like that. And the protocol for it is, see, if somebody has problem of vibrational toxin, and you are treating for the physical toxin, somebody has the physical toxins problem and you're treating the vibration. But nowadays, in this electromagnetic era, you have to do something for this. Let us go to more. So we have different kinds of channel, but the vibrational channels, we have a vibrational, you'll see in the later, but I'm mentioning now. The vibrational, we have two kind of channel. Vibrational channel and physical. Nadis, vibrational channel we'll call Nadi, and physical channel, Srotas. What the vibrational channel is carrying? The pranic energy. There are three kind of energy blended in, and then you say prana. Soma, cooling, nurturing energy, growth giving energy, material energy, we call soma. The source of the soma for us is moonlight. And then Agni, fiery energy, transforming energy. And source of this for us is sun. Then Marut is etheric energy. Marut is giving us intelligence on the body. All the cellular intelligence went to transform soma to what? And the speed, the movement, the motion is given by Marut. And what I say, this Indra Bajra Vijana Visa, the electromagnetic, why they are so dangerous? Why these are so dangerous? Because it's a synthetic prana. You have blue wire, we say in India cold wire, cold line, hot line, and the flow. Minus is soma, plus is agni, and flow is marut. So what happens in the environment, this synthetic prana is blending in with the cosmic prana. And they mixed up, and then they travel through the same channel. Same vibrational channel they travel. And they disturb the junctions of the channel and the marmaj. Marmaj, which the all three nadis, all three channels, soma channel, agni channel, marut channel, all three channels are circulating to the marmaj, which is supplying the most of the prana to the whole body. Now you know why these vibrational channels are so bad. Vibrational toxin is so bad because they are traveling, they're getting mixed up with the real prana, and they travel through the same channels. And wherever the nadis are branching out, one nadi becomes another nadi, there is a gap there. Sandhis. They are disturbing those gaps while all the transformation of energy is happening. And worst part is they are disturbing the marmaj, the junction point of all three. Junction point of all three marmaj. That's why this EMF is so bad. That's why the EMF is so bad. And we have a small booklet on EMF. You can see worldwide lot of modern researches has been done. Lot of modern researches are out there proving that they are creating toxins in the brain, in the body, in everything. But what to do? You and I have to use this. But what you can do, minimize the use as much as possible and do some antidote. That's the main thing. Do something on daily basis. Do something on daily basis to pacify that. Balance it out. That's what it is. That's why we are here. Then the margas. How the toxins are entering in your body. Like, you have security system in your home. Which route thieves can come? Different systems are there. That's how you do it. Some comes through the oral mucosa. You're using the toothpaste, nice foamy toothpaste and preserved, a nice synthetic scent there, nice synthetic color there. In oral mucosa, whenever you put anything there, they are so powerful. Through transdermal mucosal system, it is going directly to your blood. Even the micromolecules, even micromolecules are very damaging because going directly to your blood through transmucosal delivery system. You are applying soap, you are applying shampoo. The marga for that toxin is through your skin, transdermal absorption. Synthetic scent in the shampoo, SLS in the shampoo, synthetic color, and all 4 kind of parabens going through your scalp, going through your skin. Mahamarga is the biggest marga is your food. If there is a toxin in your food, synthetic color, synthetic vinegar, preserved with the sodium benzoate, potassium benzoate, and the crazy part is, if they are below certain quantity, they don't have to even mention it. So you have to know which margas are there, how they come. And then the detoxification process also. People are asking that, oh, this is very famous now, the vinegar and red chilies. Have you heard about that? Red chilies, they mix canned pepper and vinegar detox.
Yes.
Crazy kind of detoxes, castor oil detox is going on. What will be the proper way? First, know the toxin. Which toxins are there? Ama, Amavisha, or Garvisha, or Indra, Bajra, Vijanavisha. Then see how they are entering in your body. First, prevent them to enter. And then select the route also that way. More things to cover here. And then you have to see also what damages they are giving, what damages they are doing in your physical channel. Like Ama is there, Ama is just blocking the channel, yes. But Amavisha can rotten your channel, your physical channel. It can harden your channel. It can shrink your channel. Or the Amavisha and Garvisha both, they can rupture your channel. Of course, if channels are ruptured, then what you can do? That's the worst case scenario. That's when the cancer happens. That's where the MS happens. That's when the ulcerative colitis happens, when channel is ruptured. And if you do some research why they are happening, due to toxins. Toxins are accumulated wherever they travel, Amavisha and Garvisha combo together. Wherever they travel, they rupture the channel. That's the worst thing. That's why it's very difficult to help them out. So, impact on physical channel of the toxin, blocking by Ama, or shrinking, hardening, rupturing to the channels. And why we are talking about channels? Most of the detox victims are coming to me, ruptured channels. Why? Because before planning detoxification or unplanned detox are happening. Unplanned harsh detox. When I say unplanned, what is unplanned is? First thing, prepare your channels. Know what kind of toxins are there. Everybody has Amavisha and Garvisha. Prepare the channels, alkalize the channels because almost all the toxins are acidic. Lubricate the channels, enhance the intelligence of the channels, bind your toxins with slippery elm and taro, then take them out. Otherwise, no matter what, if they are in an organ, they are going to damage organ. If they are in the channels or wherever they cross the channels, they will rupture the channels. Or at least inflame the channels. Then also you have to see the solubility of the toxins, where some toxins are water soluble, some toxins are lipid soluble. Almost all the Garvisha, pesticides and all, They are lipid soluble, and some are vibrational, like a EMF. So you have to, whenever you're trying to detox, you have to use the detox materials should be also water soluble to address the water soluble toxins like Salantra leaf for mercury, Indian sarsaparilla for lipid soluble toxins. And also you have to see which organs they are targeting on. Suppose you have to detox your liver. Everybody's liver has toxins because liver is a lab. Don't do that. Everybody has toxins in the liver because liver is a lab, detox lab. And what happens, what the bad mistake people are doing, bad mistake people are doing, lot of liver detox is famous nowadays. People are detoxifying liver left and right without preparing the kidneys, without preparing the urinary tract, and without preparing the colon. When toxins will come out of the liver, they are not going to come out liver and just out there. What that very famous Western herb is there for liver detox? Huh? No, that one. Huh? It's a plant. Everybody is talking about it now. Milk thistle. I have seen so many people got milk thistle and they got rash, they got burning urination. Because milk thistle is very good to detox the liver. But when the toxins are coming out of the liver, they are going to go everywhere. Colon has to be good. Urinary tract has to be good. That's why you will see whenever any detox formula I make, always I take care of everything, even in one formula. There is no just one thing. Coriander is always there. Coriander is always there to detoxify, bind the toxins of the molecule of the toxin and going through the urination, something to pull out through the sweat. So whatever soluble toxins are there, and whatever route they like to go, you will see in my detox tea, everything is there. And of course, you have to eat good also. Always, that's why the 6-week plan is there in the book. Always eat some binders. Always make sure that your colon is getting cleansed at least not twice, once a day.
Vaidya Mishra.
We have Prakrit formula. We have a Trifala. We have a Trifala for high pitta also. A lot of high pitta people who had the acid stomach or hot, more hot body. We have made special capsule Trifala for high pitta. And homemade nice food. White daikon radish you must add with your diet so that it helps your urination. Barley is the perfect grain. Quinoa barley is a perfect grain for detox. And balanced diet with Indian spices like a turmeric, cumin, coriander, fennel. There's a reason for why these spices have been included in Ayurveda. So here you have detoxification management. Always make sure that you have a good bowel movement. And what are the basic of good bowel movement? Eat at least 4 times a day and must eat some fibrous vegetables, lentils, must eat some probiotics, yogurt or coconut yogurt. We have a online in YouTube, we have a recipe for coconut yogurt, how to make coconut yogurt. Friendly bacteria is very much needed when you do detox, because when you are purging something, you are releasing some friendly bacteria too. So you have to have some like a 20% yogurt, 80% water, mix them with soma salt and mom's masala, or if you like sweet with some honey, some sweetener. Probiotic is necessary for bowel movement and detox. First thing. Then you have to make sure that you are eating some coriander with it, some white daikon radish. So proper urination is there, because you are going to release some toxins. You can add moringa leaf tea. If you start with the slow dose, if you are starting new, moringa is a wonderful detox vegetable. Fenugreek leaf you can buy from Indian store. Fenugreek leaf is very good for fat detox. Methi, called methi. But always make sure that you are urinating and rehydrating also. We have rehydration drink on our website. Before you start having the symptom of dehydration like a dry mouth or fatigue, whenever you are urinating extra, whenever you are evacuating extra or sweating extra, you have to replenish with the rehydration drink. We have a recipe online, no? Rehydration drink recipe.
It's in the detox book.
In the detox book, or they can email you. Because rehydration and urination should go side by side. Because more you rehydrate, more urination will be there, more toxin will be eliminated. Then you have exercise, gentle exercise during detox, not too much exercise. Gentle exercise creates some sweat there, because then the lipid soluble toxins will come out. Abhyanga and bathing. Detox massage. If you are a kapha type, then we have a detox oil. Otherwise, pitta type, you have a pitta oil with magnesium. Vata people, vata oil with magnesium and vitamin D. Daily, during detox, daily abhyanga, and then take a bath with the detox bath pouches we have. Because skin is the largest organ which helps you to detoxify also, nourish and detoxify. So oil is going to lubricate all those toxins, specific oils, and then bath pouches has all kind of detox material going to pull out the toxin. Transdermal detox is the safest detox. Particularly those lipid-soluble toxins are stuck in the skin. And we are covering one question in this newsletter in detail. A lot of time people, somebody has done detox last year and they felt that they were feeling itchy in the calf muscles and muscular areas. What happens when you start detoxification, a lot of lipid-soluble toxins are coming out. For those, you have to totally depend on the massage and bathing. And you will feel better. You can use this Surya Santi cream and immediately rash will go away, or pitta oil. But main thing is, or skin clay, but main thing is you have to try to eliminate those toxins through the abhyanga and bathing with the bath pouches. And also avoiding the intake of toxic food or toxic material during detox. Otherwise, you keep polluting, and how much you can detox. If you will eat toxic food or if you will use toxic material, it will overreact because body is in a detox mode and you are putting toxins there. So you will create a problem in your physiology. You are trying to purge and eating some irritating vinegar or irritating cayenne pepper. You will create problem in your colon. So those days when you do detox protocol, be very careful. And also don't fast during detox. You have to replenish whatever area of the cellular system you are taking toxins out. You are creating a vacuum there. You are creating a gap there. You have to nourish also. Eat nurturing food, rest, rehydration, massage. Don't keep a vacant area of the cellular system for a long time. That's why the wrinkle comes. If you pull out the toxin of the skin and nothing there to replenish, the wrinkle will come, cellular fatigue will come. So rejuvenation and detoxification should be going side by side, side by side. So don't fast. Eat detoxifying, nurturing food. So next you're telling just do the detox program, weekly detox program, plan nicely. Weekends are the best when you don't work. Keep one day, Friday or Saturday for elimination day, Virechana day. Suppose you want to eliminate flush your colon on Saturday. Then Friday night, no salt, eat light, khichdi, light food with loki, simple, turmeric, cumin, coriander, and fennel masala, no salt, and have whatever suits you, either prakrit or triphala or high pitta triphala. If every day you are taking 2 tablets for 1 bowel movement, that Friday night you do double the dose. Drink lots of warm water. And next day, do not work or anything. Keep drinking water. You can have khichdi for lunch. And try to create at least 2 to 4 bowel movements. Don't do too much harsh thing. Suppose this week the 4th tablet didn't work that much, then increase. You can go up to 6 tablets. But be very careful. Somebody can be purging in 1 tablet, somebody in 2 tablets. 6 I'm giving you the for really who has constipation. So one day you are just purging, doing massage, taking hot bath with the pouch. If you feel that Sunday also you need to purge more, that every individual is different, repeat the same thing Saturday night. Otherwise, Sunday just massage and shower and nice, take rest. go for your normal, whatever is making twice bowel movement. That depends on you. If you think Sunday also you need to purge, repeat the same heavy dose, 2 tablets or 3 or whatever is more for you, just to create a 3 or 4 bowel movement. And weekdays be in a very normal diet. Keep massaging yourself and keep bathing with the bath pouches. And weekend, repeat the same thing. At least 6 to 7 weeks. We recommend 7 weeks or even 6 weeks is good. And spring is the best time. Spring is the best time. But you have to take care of all these factors. Plan and then rehydration, and rest and rejuvenation, nurturing diet. Then every 2 weeks of lunar calendar, the 4 days, this is a little mistake, 4 days prior to 15th day of lunar calendar, 15th day. Means 11th day of lunar calendar. Like 4 days before no moon or 4 days before full moon. There is a special way of detoxifying. It's a more vibrational and physical detox. That day, you should not eat salt. Don't eat any carb. So just eat quinoa khichdi made of quinoa and mung dal, and some green vegetables, yogurt, no starch, no grain, and for 24 hours that day. Because what happens, there's a region, this is called Ekadasi, a lot of Hare Krishna people, they do this, almost everybody. Because no moon and full moon, no moon also other side of the world, but the full moon also, we have so much soma coming to our body. So much soma is coming. It starts after 11th day because lunar moon is more closer. So we need a clear vibrational channel, clear soma channel of the body. That's why this festival is there. No heavy food, no salt. So apart from this weekly purging schedule, every 15th day, or at least for 1.5 months, at least 3 cycles, do this at the same time. And you will feel better. The full moon and no moon, you will feel like you will have so much energy, so much spiritual energy too. You will get the full benefit of the lunar energy. You can also use the prune and tamarind chutney and triphala, extra triphala for your elimination. And abhyanga should be really deep abhyanga when you do the self-massage. Really you have to keep pouring the oil so that purpose is to nourish and eliminate the toxins through transdermal detox. And then you have a detox tea and the detox soups. Then we have, you can do it monthly also. Suppose you don't have 6 weeks. You can do monthly detox at least. But this 6 week is very good for springtime. Because why in spring? Because in winter, the channels are getting shrunk due to the cold effect. So no detox is happening in the winter. That's why it's a winter is a nurturing season. So when spring comes, why everybody is starting getting cough, cold? Because when spring comes, the channels are dilating, the physical channels are dilating, and all the stored toxins from the winter start to come out. So why we say detox has been done in spring? Because already nature and vibration is supporting your opening your channels. You don't have to try to open channel. It automatically there. We say no. Heat the iron when iron is hot. So just do 6 weeks. That's the best thing. Otherwise, you can do once a month, every season. At least 2 seasons we recommend. Fall and spring. At least 2 seasons, 6 weeks. Give to yourself for detox, and whole year you will be healthy. So this is the next is just saying that why it is necessary, all we discussed, because we are getting toxins from all over, like you are cleaning your kitchen every day or once a week, whatever your schedule is. Without detox, proper nurturing is also not happening. And I want to make sure that you should not do just one kind of detox, this flush and that flush. You have to prepare, you have to choose the different route. So now you see all kind of toxins are there, toxic household cleaning products, toxic cosmetics, pesticides, genetically modified GMOs, excessive EMF and EMR. We discussed all these, lubricate the channel, keep the organs healthy, identification of the type of the toxins, proper use of herbs and spices, the proper medium of the removal. This neutralizing the reactivity of the toxin is the main thing that we discussed. Neutralize the reactivity. There is special herbs for that. Manjista is a herb which is neutralizing the reactivity. When they are already reactive in nature, you have to specify the reactivity. Manjista is what you put for
Do you
that.
have utensils?
Nanama is the herb which eliminates the toxins, supports the kidney, enhances the intelligence of the kidney. Indian sarsaparilla is the herb which is binding the lipid-soluble toxins. So there are special herbs there. You start using those herbs in a different manner. We have a drops, and you can make the tea of these herbs. Detox tea has all these things. Also, as I told you, always eat some binders. Otherwise, they are going to create problems. What binders are? Yes. Good. This is the next, the binder. Arrowroot, taro-root.
Person you're about to speak with has call captions turned on. They'll see
this
captions of what
right review, what we have here. Eating intelligent food, not dumb and dead food, with homemade food. Avoiding nightshades, large beans. Why nightshades we say to avoid? Because at least 4 nightshades, tomato, potato, bell pepper, eggplant. They have 6 neurotoxic chemicals, including solanine, you heard about solanine, and nicotine, and 4 others. They rupture your channels and make your body addicted to that. Then you have larger beans. The larger molecules of the protein of the larger beans, they don't digest 100%. And you know by now, 99%, 1% semi-digested makes ama. And then ambisha. Flax is very heating for the spleen. Today or tomorrow you will see the researches, very heating. Charak Sangitas is very heating for the spleen. In the long run, it's a Garavisha. Winter squashes, clogging the channels. Soy is disturbing in so many ways. Processed and canned frozen foods, dumb food. And the preserved food, preservatives, additives, pesticides, vinegar, synthetic vinegar particularly, sour acidic foods, and leftovers. And the coffee is very acidic too. So, we have some recipes in the book, and all kinds of recipe. And luckily the book is ready today, the detox book. And open for question answer. Star what? Star 7.
Conversation mode is on. Everyone can now be heard.
Yes, first question from the audience here, then you guys can ask.
Why is it that during the weekend we cannot have salt?
Is it okay for pregnant or
Yes,
nursing
just we are asking for the audience here, then I will ask from the audience, you guys. So Sophia is asking that why not salt when we do trying to purge? Because salt, the sodium, is enhancing absorption. So when you want to eliminate, just by not having salt, the colon or body goes into elimination mode. That's why. That's why salt is prohibited even in that 11th day of lunar calendar. So, yeah, there's a reason for everything. Any question from the audience here? Yeah.
How do you identify which kind of toxins?
How to identify which kind of toxin? The next question. Very good question. See the ama, when you have ama, you feel heavy, stiff, fatigue for no reason, coated tongue. All these things are symptom of ama. Amavisha and Garvisha giving you the same symptom. Burning, inflammation, rash, hyperacidity. This is Amavisha and Garvisha. The EMF and EMR feeling disoriented. Usually what happens, this EMF and EMR go through the spinal cord. So then you feel like one side pulse is high, one side pulse is low. Lack of sleep. Thought process disoriented. This is vibrational toxin. Any more question?
How would you cure the vibrational toxin again?
We have a small booklet, but mainly what you have to do, we have a lot of tips there. First, like take out all the plugs at night, hug the tree, do massage, lie down on the good clean soil. These helps a lot. It helps a lot. Hello, come. These are and use the electronic devices wisely, as much as possible, as less as possible. More questions?
Is it okay to keep the TV in the room, even if we are not using the TV, the lights?
Unplug it. Unplug it. The next question, is it okay to keep the TV in the room? If not using, I to just unplug it.
And one more question.
Huh?
I came a little bit late when you were talking about the Yahadasi diet. So what's the importance of following that, avoiding certain things?
Because the question I told that, yeah, just one more question from here, then I will open for you guys. Just, she was late, so she's asking why 11th day of the lunar calendar, not eating salt and eating non-starchy, less sticky food, because we need our physical and vibrational channel open, clean and clear to receive the good amount of lunar energy, because lunar energy is heavy. And then full moon and no moon has the highest vibration of the lunar energy. That's why. Yes?
Is it appropriate or not appropriate to cleanse if you have a disorder like someone has ulcerative colitis or?
You have to be very careful if you have ulcerative colitis or any kind of ulcer, any kind of rupture. That's why the Charak Samhita says that if your channels are ruptured, be very careful. Go to the expert. Very careful, very careful. Otherwise, it will erupt the hemorrhage. It happens a lot. Yeah. So now you guys on phone ask question.
Okay, I have a question. Oh, this is Cara Cottrell.
Mm-hmm.
Vaidya.
Yes, hello.
I'm calling. My question is about, there seems to be a lot of talk these days about the benefits of organic raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And a lot of people are consuming this quite regularly and in large quantities. Can you just shed some light on that, your thoughts on that type of food, please?
See, any one thing, just doing one thing is not going to help you out. It is going to damage you for sure. That's why the whole thing, the total knowledge has to be total support. Supporting the channel, supporting the colon, binding the toxins. Otherwise, any one thing, either it's a senna or cascara segreta or too much vinegar, is going to harm you because of all these reasons I'm giving you. It has to be holistic. It's pulling out toxins, but wherever toxins are going unbinded, like toxicity of the toxins has to be reduced before pick them out. The binders has to be there. In too much acidity, wherever too much acidity is there, inflammation is there. They can say that vinegars get neutralized, but the time between neutralization and acidity, it can kill your friendly bacteria. It can inflame. So my request is, my suggestion is, it has to be holistic. All kind of elimination. If you will like to eliminate same toxins from just one route, it may be too much load on that route, on the colon. That's why we do some through the colon, some through the skin, some through the urinary system. The safety. These toxins are like a demon. You have to leach them first. You have to bind them first, then take them out. Otherwise, they will be unleashed in the middle. They will damage wherever they can get unleashed. The totality has to be there. Because detox is one thing, but you do not want to get damaged from the detox. Either today or after 5 years or after 10 years.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Looks like we are done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll do a little prayer and then start.
this was Vaidya Mishra's talk. I hope you enjoyed it. Every time I listen to it, I learn something new that I missed the first time. It's just really wonderful. It's full of little details, and it's really complete in terms of the full aspect of the detox that he taught and that he conducted when the clients came to see him. And the best part is he also put it together for us to be able to do at home on our own. And that's the little booklet that he was referring to. It is currently out of print. We sold out, but we are in the process of editing, adding some images, and we are going to republish it. However, for the past couple of years, some of Vaidya Mishra's students and I got together and we've put together a course to help people go through this home detox protocol together. And it's been a really wonderful experience in many ways because it creates a community where we are in touch. We share knowledge with each other every week. And then we do the detox on the weekends. And we also share our experience of making the recipes. They are simple, but it's always nice to have someone to chat with and to ask. And this year we're offering the detox course again. On the screen, you can see this is like a brief bullet point of what you can expect from doing the detox. And like I said, we'll be doing it together as a community. So we support each other. But in addition, this year, we have experienced teachers that studied with Vaidya Mishra and were his patients for several years who will help and offer one-on-one guidance to when you sign up for the detox course. So you will have an initial talk with them. They will help you choose some of the different products. And then each week as you're going through the detox for a total of 8 weeks is how long our class is, you will get to chat with them anytime you have a question and move forward. You'll be doing the detox once a week only on the ideally Saturdays starting Friday evening, but there are some tips and some guidances that Vaidya also mentioned for during the week that we will also cover during our detox course. Just even if it's something as simple as avoiding some things or minimizing some food items that will help support your body more. So when you do the detox starting Friday and on Saturday, you actually get to flush out as much as you need on that week. So that's going to be an added feature that we're offering this year for our detox. Let me see what I had. In addition, this year, we have also added Vaidya's Samadhi Marma, which is an exquisite 3 to 5 minute practice that you learn to do. You understand what it is, why he taught it to us, and then you will be taught how to do it. And doing this at least once a week, ideally once a day, will help you so much. This is a tested, powerful vibrational support to help with mental and emotional balance. But it does so much more than that because it works with the Marma points, it works with the prana nadis, and it's really an essential aspect of detox. And we will be teaching this for the first time this year with the home detox protocol, and we're very much looking forward to it. So before opening the floor to any questions, many of you who have joined us today have already signed up for the detox, and some of you are not sure. This is one of the reasons we organized this session today, is to give you the opportunity to ask questions. Before I open the floor for the Q&A, I would like to briefly introduce the teachers and SVA experts who are going to be helping us facilitate and go through the detox this spring. I can see on my screen, I'll go with the order that I see it. First is Elizabeth Innis. She's a retired pharmacist. let me see if I can pinpoint her. She's a retired pharmacist, and she's been doing Ayurveda for several decades, and she's worked with Vaidya for several decades as well. She has her own blog. She's currently still active, seeing clients, and she cooks Ayurvedically every day, and she's a living testimony for SVA Ayurveda, basically. And we'll give her the opportunity to talk in a few minutes. Next, I would like to introduce Maxine, who is also a seasoned all-timer Ayurvedic expert, wonderful teacher who takes SVA Ayurveda to the next level whenever she teaches it or she offers it. She offers courses in her community, and she is a real lighthouse. She is full of knowledge and experience when it comes to sharing the knowledge and helping out with detoxers for the first time or who are also well seasoned. And last but not least, I would like to introduce Carol Nace, who is also a woman with many talents, who has her own healing center, Bodhi Ayurveda, who is a teacher as well as a therapist and an avid student and researcher of Ayurveda. She's been with Vaidya for many years. She's gone through the detox herself, as she's an amazing instructor and guide as well. And these ladies, along with myself, will be helping conduct the detox course this spring season and help you through all the steps of it. So I would like to invite Maxine perhaps to say a couple of words about how you know, if you were to introduce the detox to someone just in 3 sentences as to why it would be good for them to do, maybe, you know, having done it yourself so many times, or anything else you'd like to share with our audience today.
Right. Thank you so much, Melina. And I just really did love hearing Vaidya again talking about detox, and he has just such a depth of material in this, apart from what he said, the detox book, like you mentioned. And I think that we had the detox book for people that had signed up, that they did get a transcript of that last year. And I do have to say that the first time I actually had a group of people do detox with me was 3 years ago in the spring, when Melina did from the Prana Center an online memorial to Vaidya, but also 2 additional days where Marma 1 was taught, as well as Samadhi set. It was taught online, and I was in Grand Forks in British Columbia, and I had 8 people in a living room, and we were all interacting and listening and talking amongst ourselves. When we finished that, they really wanted, because I had mentioned about the detox and the most gentle one, but the most effective for doing it the way we were doing it was the 7-week detox. And so the first 2 weeks we met on one day for 2.5 hours, going over the knowledge, the protocols. And we spent that whole first week sourcing the organic food that our small rural community could provide. And they began eliminating foods to avoid, you know, or to start opening their channels before we actually started doing the detox. Now, this group had already done and been taught the Samadhi set, and that was really instrumental in helping them through this process as well, especially with the vibrational channels. After the first 2 weeks, and then they really started into the detox, we met at 11 a.m. for the next 5 weeks. We would do a report out. We would talk about what was working, what didn't work, what pitfalls were there. You know, we would share experiences and do a lot of laughing. And, you know, it really helped get and keep each other on track. And yeah, you know, we did acknowledge from days here and there that you might fall off the wagon for beyond, with circumstances beyond your control. But I think it was really important having that weekly contact and connection to kind of keep you motivated and online. And by making lunch together using all SVA recipes, I would introduce each week another recipe to keep things interesting, because we really wanted them to, I really wanted them to eat as healthily during the week, so that their day of detox, where they were going to be at home and do nothing but, gentle exercises or meditation, and, that nice abhyanga and a nice bath soak with detox pouches, that they would get the maximum benefit from that. And I would have to say that that whole procedure really helped them feel very successful by the end of the detox and feeling really good. And a number of these people were people that would do the quick fast and the, apple cider vinegar and the cayenne pepper and all kinds of other things. And they had never felt so good. We did have one person who had many kinds of issues, health issues, and she just ate according to the SVA protocols and eliminated certain things from her diet, especially nightshades and some of those kinds of things. But because of how intense some of her other health issues were, I referred her to Dr. Teitelbaum at the end of the 7 weeks, and she continued for another 1.5 years with Dr. Teitelbaum, talking to her maybe once a month, and Dr. Teitelbaum changing up certain things for her, but she actually was able to overcome a number of those health issues after that week detox. But it did take another 1.5 years for her. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, and how important and how exciting it is that we're actually going to teach the Māori set as part of our detox package, and we're going to also teach the EMR and EMF protocol as well during this process. So I'm really looking forward to us getting going and getting to know all of our participants this year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was so good. And I did forget to mention that we are also adding the EMF and EMR specific guidelines for how to detox from Indra Vajra Vijanya Visha. And just learning to say that word will be worth taking the course if you're considering it at all. But another very important point that you mentioned, Maxine, is consulting. Dr. Teitelbaum is our foremost SVA practitioner right now. And while listening to Vaidya, you probably all noticed how detox is a serious matter. It's not just a flushing this or that. You don't want to do that. Whether you get, some reaction or symptoms now or later down, even in 10 years, as he mentioned. And if you do have a condition, it is wisest to consult with her. But our detox will not address any medical conditions. We will not try to tackle any medical conditions. There will be a discovery call when you connect with us, so that we can determine whether it will be a good idea for you to embark on this spring journey with us, detox journey. And in that context, we will be keeping the detox, the home detox, exactly as Vaidya made it for us. It's a safe home detox. It's mild but powerful enough. All of us have done it, and we can attest to that. Even a little bit goes a long way. Even just stopping the salt, just giving your body the time to rest on Friday evening, you will realize it makes a tremendous big difference. So thank you so much, Maxine, again, for sharing. And I would like to invite Elizabeth, if you would like to share anything with our audience today before, or unless anybody has a question also, we are happy, our team is also happy to address and answer your questions.
There are some questions popping up on the chat. Maybe you could check them.
Yes.
I think Maxine's experience with her group and covered a lot of things. For me, I think the most important thing is that we all have good intentions to do something. You know, I think I'm going to do spring detox this week for 6-7 weeks. Oh, great, I'm going to do it. But if you don't have that support, I've got this call, I've got someone to ask questions to. I think that's important, that collective consciousness that would be formed for support, just to make you follow through. The talks by Vaidya, covering, I think the binders are so important. When I worked in community pharmacy, I would see so much fallout from detox, people doing the cayenne pepper and then adding turmeric and then milk thistle and this, and they'd come in with huge psoriatic rashes on their joints, or, they get so agitated and or inflammation of their arthritis and things like that. So I think it's really, really important that it be done slowly. The other thing that came to mind is I remember Dr. Teitelbaum saying that, even though she would put people on a protocol, that if they did 1 day a week of detox where you really rest, don't put anything on your schedule, don't go on the computer, just really rest for that 1 day, that the detox really, really has an opportunity to happen. Just eliminating salt, huge. But sometimes it's difficult, our taste buds love that salt. I think our experience last year was a good start, and I think this year it's going to be really much more powerful, and we're more prepared for supporting people. And I think that the emotional support with the Samadhi set is going to be amazing. So yeah, it's going to be fun, and just being in a group, I think that's the big thing.
I think we are also looking forward to the experience, right? Of being able to do this in a group, because we do it ourselves while everybody else is doing as well. So while you are detoxing, we are also detoxing with you. So we ourselves are looking forward to that opportunity as well, to do it with all of you.
Yeah, we're all going to be doing it together.
Yeah, so it's wonderful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Carol, would you like to add anything?
Sure. I definitely agree with doing this alongside with everyone is going to be a beautiful gift that we're giving ourselves, as well as that immediate experience that we'll be able to give back to everybody that's involved. From my practice and my experience as my practice, I'm very aware of all the cleanses and detoxes that people offer, which can be 2 weeks long, do it yourself at home. It's all kitchery all day long, and that's all you get, with maybe some email support, a yoga video here or there, but not a lot of personalization. Or really what's really special about this, not only are we taking this 7 to 8 week window of time of really allowing our body to go through the process of integrating this, as well as our actions integrating these habits, we're also going to learn a lot about Ayurveda, and not just Ayurveda, but the SVA Ayurveda. And I think that is just above and beyond what you would ever get in any other cleanse that's out there.
Carol, there's a question from Tracy that maybe you would like to answer, because it's right exactly about what you're talking. She's saying, I would like to join the group, but the cost is prohibitive. I'm interested at this time in buying the products and utilizing a guidebook. Is this an option?
My personal take on that, because I've actually tried doing it that route too, where taking the SVA detox book and trying to figure it out on my own. And this is after, I've been studying with Vaidya for almost 15 years now, and I'm still learning. I'm sure I'm going to learn plenty through this process in 7 weeks, even if it's not the knowledge, but definitely just, the personal experience of what I'm going to discover about myself through the process. So it is an investment, I would say, more than a cost of what it is. And I would say to Tracy or anyone involved, let's talk through, because we'll give you that complimentary time to even just figure out, hey, what can we do? Is it, do you already have some of the products and it's backfilling it in, so you're just paying for the course and then just the products you need, and we'll help you really refine that. If it really gets down to priority of one product over another for cost, that we can help you to even choose what's going to be the best and what other alternatives can be there. So I'd say at best, the course is definitely worth its portion of it, and then we can work through the product part of it. And then I'm getting a little private message about possible payment plans, and Melina, remind me, where did we fall with some of that, where we could do the course up front and then maybe products as we go?
Yes, we are. That's a great question. We are offering a two-part payment plan for those of you who feel like they're not able to do it all at once. So, and we can, work with you. You can just call us. And the other thing is also that the largest part of the course fee is actually towards the products, because you will be getting a really big box of products, and you will see every single thing. There's a lot of food items in there that you will be eating for 2 months long. So when you look at it from that perspective, I know there's a lot of cleanses out there that cost maybe $100 to $300. And we actually have a few people who have tried those cleanses and then have done our cleanse. And in fact, we have a lot of repeat students this year. And we did so last year as well. So I know it takes a little consideration before joining, but we speak from a place of experience and therefore confidence in putting this out there. And we are very confident that it's going to be a beautiful experience when you come to it, given that you don't have, serious medical conditions that you are trying to address, because that's not what we want to do in this course at all. Let me see. We have Wendy is saying, thrilled to be doing this SVA detox with everyone. I love the box of SVA Ayurvedic products. The support of the group is wonderful. Thank you so much. And I think, Swati is saying, what is the duration of Zoom support sessions every week? Did you want to tackle that one, Carol? Or so I can say that we're going. So basically, we will have a session every week on the Thursdays where we get together to go over knowledge and any questions you might have. You do the detox on the weekends. There is a discovery call at the beginning when you sign up, or even if you're not sure if you want to sign up, you can contact us and we'll be happy to chat with you. That initial call can last anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes. And then the discovery call can last anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, where we'll ask you more specific questions so that we know what you're looking to do, and we get to know a little bit more about your situation, maybe your age group, so that we can help you better. And thereafter, we really don't have restrictions or a limit. Hopefully, obviously, we don't expect to receive text messages or calls in the middle of the night or follow-ups, at odd times of day, but it's really open. And this is the first year we are doing this, so we have not restricted it. If you feel, and if we find that you need more attention and more support, then we will discuss it. But it's, as things go, you are welcome to email the person the instructor or the guide that you are working with, and to share any questions or concerns, as well as bring them up during our weekly sessions on Thursdays. So I hope that answered your question. And
yeah, I'll add to that too, Melina, too. Of course, if anyone in our group, between like Elizabeth, Maxine, yourself, me, whoever, is working with us as our core group, where we'll take you through that discovery session of discovering or we're defining what are the right customized products for you, because that's another important part about this cleanse, that it's not just a one size fits all. But also as you're going through the process, if there's something more on a personal level that comes up, because when we start doing the samadhi set, and I know this personally from doing my own subtle work, that can bring up a lot of unresolved either emotions or the emotional detox that's also happening here. And subtle as it can be something that you may need a little bit more one-on-one support. And, you know, we're committed to, if need be, have a one-on-one conversation during the weeks if you really feel it's necessary. And if there's anything else that comes up on a physical nature, you know, like Elizabeth saying, any kind of detox shock, which we highly expect not to happen, but, you know, every situation is unique. So we'll be there to support you individually in that respect too.
Yes, perfect. Thank you for that, Carol.
I would just like to say that we're going to be developing a relationship with the people in the course over the 8-week period, right? So every week we get to know you a little better. So, and then we'll be dividing the group into 4 groups. So there'll be like 4 little satellite groups with each teacher. So I just thought I'd add that.
Yes, thank you. That's very important, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. It will be a relationship that will get developed. It's not just a formal thing, and we'll get to know each other better and support each other. Like Carol mentioned, even with something as simple and as sublime as the Samadhi Marma protocol, you will discover, if you're not familiar with it, a lot of emotions can come up as you start working with the Marma points. And you will find that doing this not on your own, but having someone to just say, hey, I'm not feeling good. I don't know. I don't really have anything to share, but I'm just not feeling good. And being able to know that you can say that to someone, and that someone can also chime in and say, I went through that, or, you know, maybe remind you of a recipe that Vaidya gave us. It really makes a world of a difference. Detox can be it's not just a physical thing. Physical toxins carry a lot of emotional and mental charge with them, and you have to be ready to let go of things as well as you're letting go of things physically a lot of times. So it's really wise, we have learned, to do it in a group together. So let's see, there's a few more questions. What time on Thursdays? Thursdays it's 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific time, and the sessions will be recorded if you are not able to attend one or more, but we do recommend that you do join in on the live sessions. Let me see why I wanted, let me go down so I can see other questions. What are some of the rejuvenating products and eatables that we can look for from SVA and outside? You will have like a list of vegetables that you will need to buy. So we will discuss that in our first session on April 15th. And you might also want to do a little bit of cleanse in your kitchen and get rid or hide away some things that might not be supportive of your cleanse, like put the chocolates away and anything else, the chips that you don't want to fall for when you get the cravings, when the cravings hit. So we will be discussing all of that. The rejuvenating products are part of the detox fee, so you will be receiving that as soon as you sign up. We are ready to ship them out to you, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then, how do you know the detox has worked for you? This is such a beautiful question. Who would like to answer it, and then I can add to it? Elizabeth, do you want to try that?
I did type a little response. Well, I think while you're doing the detox, most of us feel like you can't do anything. You feel heavy. Your emotions feel kind of sluggish and all of that. But you'll feel lighter. And if you have some issues, they start to resolve. I mean, I think if the channels are open, if the toxins move out, then prana can move forward. You'll feel more vitality. Ojas, immune system gets strengthened. The skin starts to look more vibrant. That's how you know it's working, I think. Anybody else can add to that?
Excellent. Yes, all of those things. And for some of us, maybe many of us, that day when you are actually having a couple of bowel movements, it's incredible, but it's just the best feeling. It's not a regular bowel movement. You get one, then you get another one, and you feel you have offloaded a lot of junk, literally, that somehow is still sitting in your physiology, and that you get a sense of lightness, and your body just feels like it's moving on to the next level and is ready to receive nourishment because it has let go of a lot of junk. So that's my personal experience as well.
And also from Maxine's experience, when she worked with that small group, we started manipulating the rehydration drinks. You know, we have because Vaidya often talked about how when we drink water, it actually doesn't actually get into the cell, it goes in and out. And so we need these herbs that will be carriers for the water to get into the cell, to flush out the toxins and nutrients to get into the cell. And so then there's also, if you're feeling really fatigued during the detox, there is another rehydration drink formula that has been developed as well. So there is some fine tuning going on.
Yes, and then the recipes that people are going to learn during this session are also things that you can eat later on or even during the week, and they're easy and fast, and you'll be amazed at how detox food can be tasty, usually, even if it doesn't have salt. Usually, you know, detox food is, for those of us who have tried maybe some other detox protocols, it's usually just goopy kitchery, but this is going to be a detox cuisine, I promise you, because I'm a big foodie and so is Elizabeth, and we all know how good Vaidya's recipes are. Let's see, there was another question about the binders. She says she lives in a remote area. So Elizabeth, I think you responded
I just said
saying
barley is
barley.
readily available.
And then you can also get arrowroot powder, which is readily available. You can order it online, or even tapioca. Tapioca powder is also a good one that you
And
can get.
Slippery elm,
and yes.
slippery elm you can get.
Slippery elm, yes.
And then there's also the Karela soup mix and the Kulti lentil soup mix that will be in the package that comes to you. So that'll give you the bitter melon. So Karela and bitter melon are interchangeable. So you may not, and the moringa soup mix I think is actually in there too. So you're going to moringa, the bitter melon, and the Kulti lentils, which are all great either binders and detoxifiers. That'll be part of the package.
Yes, exactly. Like Carol mentioned, you're just going to get, when you sign up, you're just going to have to get just some fresh vegetables, like the zucchini, the daikon radish, some fresh cilantro, you know, barley, like basic things that you would do on your regular shopping maybe, but things that you can buy in a grocery store, basically. Everything else that will have a key role in your detox, we will be supplying that for you with the box that you will be receiving. So really the biggest cost, if you actually do the math, there's really not much that's going towards the knowledge or the teachers, but we are happy to do this because it is such a big service for all of us. When one of us is happy, we can spread that to all the others, and it just gives us joy to be able to have this experience with everybody. So you will see, you will be getting a big box of all kinds of goodies, Ayurvedic goodies and food items, and all kinds of the teas like Carol was mentioning as well. So it's definitely going to make things easy for you in terms of trying to figure out things. So
Marina, can I just ask a question? Because so many people, I'm surprised nobody's asked it yet, is so many people are juicing, you know, just juicing. Celery juice is the latest big juicing.
Yes,
craze.
yes.
And so, you know, just fast and intermittent fasting. Vaidya specifically said you cannot fast when you're detoxing. And years ago, I worked with a naturopath who kind of figured that out. He found that people that just fasted, he ran into all kinds of troubles because, and now we understand very clearly from Vaidya why, because the toxins start to move and they're not bound and they can damage organs and all kinds of things. But, you know, just drinking raw juices. Can you talk to that, please?
Absolutely. So celery, I was just actually listening to somebody talk about celery juice and how it has helped her when her thyroid numbers were off, and then she did celery juice and now she feels like everything is going back in the right direction. So we have to think of it first in this sense that when you have a bad diet, this is one of the points that Vaidya also raised, is when you want to do detox, first thing you have to do is to stop putting in toxic things into your body. So when somebody discovers that they have to do something because their health is going south and they discover the celery juice, what they're doing is they're stopping to do whatever it was they might have been doing and they replace it with celery juice. And celery juice is made fresh according to the guidelines of the food fad that's going on right now. So they stop eating or drinking whatever, maybe it was a smoothie, maybe it was yogurt, maybe it was really bad coffee or harsh coffee, and they do celery. So just stopping that putting in of whatever it was you were putting in that was causing your ill health or the condition that you had already makes a difference. So in that sense, it's not really just the celery, even though it is the celery, but it's the fact that you stopped doing that bad thing that you were doing. Number two, prana is such a key factor, and Vaidya talked about that as well. And everything that he taught and he did was about prana. When you are juicing fresh celery, it's full of prana. So you are putting something that is pranically charged in your body, and your body's happy about that. And so for a while, people really recover, they get better, but then they will realize that they might need something more, or long-term benefits of this might not be good, because celery actually is not something you want to have long-term. There's reasons why, and you will discover during the detox course, we don't do raw. We don't do, shakes in the morning with raw vegetables and other ingredients, pea protein or the other protein powders. You will understand. The talk that you listened to today with Vaidya was very condensed, and he gave us the big lines, even though he gave us the big picture. But there's so much that you're going to learn in terms of knowledge for food that you will be able to use on a day-to-day basis when you go shopping for the rest of the year. You will know how to choose and what to choose, and you're going to be able to change your diet in a way that will fit you for after the detox. So choosing things that are full of prana, knowing what to eat and how to eat in the mornings as well as at night, learning recipes for things that are like salsa or called chutney, and how they can help support your digestive fire and keep your body in a good shape. All these things you're going to learn during the course that's going to unfold every Thursday over 8 weeks, even as you do the detox. So I hope that answers a little bit of the question. It's a very big question that you asked me, Elizabeth. So maybe we can elaborate further on that during the course, actually. There's more questions. Yes, you're talking about the bananas. We will talk about how foods can clog the channels and what that could mean. Banana is one of the examples that he gave. Is raw or fresh banana prohibited in SVA? Can we have cooked raw banana in a gravy? So there is a recipe that you can make with plantain, green plantains, but we don't usually use the big bananas. But we will be talking about all kinds of recipes during the detox. Yes. Any other questions?
That's the important thing too, is that people will learn how to cook, over an 8-week period. So it takes time. It takes 30 days for the food you eat to get down to the deepest cellular levels. So after 30 days, you'll start to really notice a difference in how your body's functioning. But also, hopefully after 6, 7, 8 weeks, you will have developed habits that will stay with you.
Beautifully said. Exactly. Is you will have experienced that well-being that comes from some practices that you're going to pick up and do during the detox protocol together, and you're going to see they're going to make you feel so good that you're going to want to keep them. They're going to become part of your daily, weekly, monthly routine. And that's the whole point. This is not just a course for the spring detox. It's going to give you new habits and new routines that you will like to incorporate into your daily routine. Excellent point. Okay.
I have a question. I'm sorry. Somebody shared this link with me, and I was
Yes.
wondering, is this lecture be recorded so I can listen it again?
Yes, we are recording it, Svetlana, and we can post it, and we will send a link to all of you who had signed up.
Oh,
So
I
you
didn't
can-
sign up. So I have to sign now, or what do I do?
Can you send us an email?
Yes, please.
So that send you the link. I'm going to put the, let me see where. I'm going to put the email address in the chat box. It's info@prana-center.com. And then I got your email. I can see it as well. Let me take a screenshot, and then we will send you the link so you can listen to it. And if you want to ask us any questions or anything else, you can also email us. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What else? Any other questions anybody would like to ask? We have a few more minutes. Anything? Will the products and food in the box be enough for 2 people? It's actually for 1 person. So if you need it for 2 people, you would have to sign up for 2 people, Pedro. I hope that answers the question.
I would even say for Pedro too, that, you need to sign up for sure for the coursework for 2 people. And then when it comes to some of the products, we might be able to get away with like the shampoos and the oil and things like that, maybe. You might be able to get away with 1 for the 8-week period. And then, but that's that intake session when you sign up with one of us leads that we can help decipher what you need 2 of and what you don't. So you would be able to customize that box for 2 people.
Wonderful. Thank you, Carol. Anna is asking, where is the link to sign up? It is on our website, svayurveda.com, but we can also send you a direct link if you want to email us, or if we have your email already. We'll be happy to send it over to you. Terry is saying, I drink a green organic juice combo of greens daily. Can I continue this practice during the 8 weeks? We'll have to see when you do it, what you're putting in it, and a few more details, and we can discuss it with you. You may not do it maybe on the day of detox, or you may not need to do it on the day of detox. These are things that we will discover during the discovery calls that we will schedule if you were to sign up for the detox. Is the VJK spice mix part of the rejuvenating part of detox, or Soma or Agni tablets? The VJK spice mix is not part of it, Jyotsna, and the Soma or Agni tablets are also not part of it. Those are more advanced formulations. But if you are already taking those and you are okay taking them, then you are definitely welcome to continue doing so. Maybe you can give a pause on Saturday on the day of detox, so that you give your body the opportunity to purge fully, and then you can resume on Sunday or on the Monday again. And any other questions? Let's see. Or any comments? Is everything we will need for the 8 weeks in the package, or will we have to order additional products? Everything should be in there. If there is, we do have variations for some of the capsules that will support with the Virechana, which is the bowel movements. If you get started off on one and you find that it's not working best for you and you may need another one, then we'll be happy to ship that over to you. So there will be it's that just pertains to 1 or 2 items, I believe, but the rest are all there. And there's actually, in fact, you will have the products for even longer. You will not finish them all off for the 8 weeks. So you can slowly keep continuing them. And, like I said, many of them are also food items. You can keep eating them. There's kitcheries and there's protein powder, I believe. So it'll be 8 weeks and more. Will the detox be lined up with the lunar calendar day? That's a great question, Brenda. I love it. I listened to Vaidya's talk so many times, and each time I still discovered something new that I had missed the first time. And that lunar calendar day, the Ekadasi feast, fasting that he discussed, I never remembered him talking about that. It was so beautiful to discover. So this detox is actually, we organized it around the spring equinox and, the climate, making sure that it's going to be warm enough, because we have people from the East Coast. We also have people from Canada up north where it's cooler. So we tried to time it so that it would work for everybody in all different time zones, so that they would, their physical channels, as Vaidya teaches, would be ready to eliminate and detox. So we organized it around that, but I have to check and see if there is actually Ekadashi, that I'm sure there's going to be a few of them. Then we can, add a few things for that, and we can all support each other. I've done the Ekadashi fast a few times, and I feel so good after doing it. I feel lighter. I feel more buoyant and vibrant spiritually as well. So I think it will be a great idea to incorporate that within our spring detox as well, for those of us who can do it. It's not hard. It's just like Vaidya mentioned, salt and avoiding starch, so that our soma channels are ready to receive more lunar energy. So it will be beautiful. Oh yes, Carol, you want to talk about that? That's a good point.
Yeah, I think that was in response to anyone's question, that if you decide you want something more, or even as part of the discovery session, we discover that you might benefit from a different product, or hey, you're already working with something like the BGK spices and things, or we switch up a formulation midway through the detox, you do have the option to order during the detox as a member of the program and receive a 20% off those products. So, we're going to do our best to know what we can do up front with your detox to personalize it. But of course, as we peel back the layers of what is going on with us, we may discover some changes that we'll make. So we want to make that at least a little bit more economical for you.
Yes. Wonderful. Any more questions or comments? Or sharing?
I'd just like to do a share before we end. And, thank you so much for such a marvelous session. And I just want to reiterate what one of you said, is that this is not an expense. It's really an investment. And it's not often we give ourselves for 7 weeks one complete day off. And I think if we can do that for ourselves, that's a really important thing. And the benefits are fantastic. They vary between people. And when I first started, I started just doing the food because the detox was too much for me. And just even doing the diet without the 1 day detox is, it's very, very helpful. So there's, a couple options there for people. And the information is incredible. And I think people are asking about the booklet, and what we've done is that we've taken that information from the booklet and just sort of spread it out throughout the course, so it's not so condensed, and it's a much more it's much more understandable. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, and thank you so much for setting this up.
Thank you. That was beautiful, Donalda. And Donalda is a major inspiration for this detox course, actually. She's the one who spearheaded it 3 years ago when we first launched it again. And it's just been such a boon for all of us, including me, to be going through this with you and everybody else, Donalda. There is one more question. With the Ekadashi fast that Vaidya mentioned, is it the regular rice moong dal khichdi that we can have, and is also offered through SVA? So we won't be doing rice, Jyotsna, like Vaidya said. Remember, no starch, no rice. You can do quinoa, you can do moong, and no salt. For that, you can use moong dal or the protein powder that we offer, but you will not, and quinoa, of course. So I hope that answers your question. So if there are no more questions, I think I will be sad to end this session, but if there are no more comments, Tess, did you want to say anything?
Well, I'm happy to be here. Sorry I came late today. It was, one of those work days where clients are running late, and it is what it is. But so I did the cleanse last year with you guys, and I really enjoyed it. It's very powerful. And just recently on my own, I started working a little bit on my liver and doing the Kerala soup and the moringa soup. And I made a joke with Melina last week. I said, do you like my Kerala spa facial? Because my skin just totally cleared up, So, these things do work. And I'm looking forward to doing some more work on my liver and everything else with the group. So
it's going to be wonderful to have you on board. You're already ready this year. You already started prepping.
Ready. Yes, I'm prepping. And I encourage everyone to do it. It really is nice to be in the group and to just have, this education and this wisdom, and to be reminded, I've also been studying this for such a long time, but I learned something new all the time. There's so much to learn. So, you can't possibly know everything, and you need to be reminded because we forget too. So it's very nice to be in the group and do it together.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Let's see. Irina? Hello, Irina. How are you? Irina is also an incredible SVA teacher, and she recently opened a spa in Montecito, Santa Barbara. If you are in the area, highly, highly recommended. You can go to her for marma massage or any other kind of therapeutic massages. Irina, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here. What a great session it was. I learned so much from just listening to Vaidya. I was taking notes. I couldn't write fast enough. This is beautiful. And I was a part of the group last year, of the detox group, and I wasn't able to do any of it except for the Samadhi Marma. I was emotionally drained and just couldn't do it. But this year, I am more prepared to do more, and I will try to do all 100%, but I can't guarantee the success on 100% commitment. I have to go with the flow. There's so much looming over my head with this new business, so many demands. I'm pulled in all different directions. So with this kind of thing in my life, all I can say that I'm 100% here, and I will try to do my very best. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That's where it starts. It's lovely always having you on board with us, Irina. You are an inspiration to us as well. Thank you so much. Let's see. Batul, thank you. I have done the detox several times. Yes, you have. Looking forward to it again. We're looking forward to having you, Batul. Being an Ayurvedic practitioner, I can confirm this is the safest and best detox. Thank you so much. Very well said. I would also like to invite Evangeline, who is joining us for the first time this year. She has also seen Vaidya before. Evangeline, did you have any questions?
Hi everyone. No, I don't have any questions. I had a nice lengthy talk with Carol a few weeks back. I just want to thank you, Melina, and everyone for a wonderful class. I look forward to joining the group this year. I usually do this on my own, so I'm very thrilled to be able to do it in the company of all you SVA beautiful ladies. Yeah, I'm just very excited to do it. Thanks, Tess. And I look forward to what's to come, because who knows what's in store for all of us, but I know it's going to be wonderful. As Vaidya is looking over and blessing us with all of his wisdom from, just showering us with all his knowledge and wisdom. I'm so grateful to Melina. And I look forward to getting to know all the ladies too. I'm slowly getting to know you all. But I like to hear things a million times over. That's how I learn. So I just like to sit and just absorb it all, in all its glory. Thank you. Thanks,
It's
Melina.
wonderful. I really look forward to having you on board. You're also an inspiration. Whenever you share knowledge with people, they bring their own energy. And Evangeline, you've been you've taken courses with Vaidya in the past. And I remember the questions you would ask and the energy you would bring to the group was just so beautiful. And I'm so happy you're joining us for the detox this year.
Thanks, Melina. Thank you.
Wonderful. So ladies and gents, if there are no more questions, I will be sad to close this off, but I think I will close it off. I am doing another talk next week. It's organized by the Art of Living, and I'm going to be talking. They invited us to talk about, I'm going to be talking about food, recipes, sharing some recipes and some of the basic ideas that you heard Vaidya speak of today as well. It's going to be an hour long. It is on Thursday at the same time. The link will be in our newsletter. If you want to join in, we will send out the invite. You're welcome to join us. I believe it's going to be a free talk organized by the Art of Living organization in New Jersey. But otherwise, if you have any questions, email us info@prana-center.com or call us at the Prana Center 818-709-1005 and let us know if we can help in any way. We look forward to having all of you join us for the detox. It will be a lovely experience. We speak from experience. And I look forward to sharing more knowledge. And as I have to say this, I mean, Hillary, she's hilarious. Oh my God, I didn't mean it that way either. But Hillary, you're so funny. But she said, I look forward to pooping together. We'll all be pooping together on the Saturday. So this will be like organ. And then we'll be talking about our pooping also, how many times and all of that good stuff. So I think I'll stop here at this point. So, again, stay in touch and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.